Welcome, everyone, to the Jobbercast Money in the Bank special, where we will be previewing tonight's event, because it's actually going to go up Sunday morning. Tonight's WWE pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. With me, of course, is my usual partner, Teenage Knight, Riley. How you doing?
You took my series.
How you doing?
You took my series.
How you doing?
The original episode was on my channel, and now you've come and taken it.
My name is Enzo. Okay. But what we're going to do pretty much as a preview for Money in the Bank, we will be predicting and analyzing the matchups for tonight's event. Starting with the pre-show, which actually has one or two good things going for it. Starting off with the Lucha Dragons and the Dudleys.
Why is this a match?
Why not? I love the Lucha Dragons.
No, I mean, like, I don't. Unless they built this on SmackDown, I haven't seen any build for this match on Raw,
Something probably happened on Superstars.
which we got to see one episode of.
We got to see a episode of Superstars.
We got to see Dudley get kicked. One of them. I don't remember which one got kicked. I think it was Bubba.
Who wins between the Lucha Dragons and the Dudleys?
I'm gonna say Lucha Dragons.
It's definitely gonna be the Lucha Dragons. The Dudleys have been like on this weird losing streak ever since they turned heel.
Well, I think like maybe Bubba Ray. I about called him Bully. I just think Bubba Ray and Devin have been kind of doing how like whenever a wrestler gets ready to be done, he starts to put over younger talent. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Like I think that's what they're doing.
Jericho.
Jericho's never going to put over younger talent. He put over
Jer-
Fandango, and look how that worked.
Yeah, he's in a successful tag team.
Successful.
We'll get to that
He's
later.
teaming with the dude who went 0-50 at the
But
start of this year.
I couldn't tell you the last time the Dudleys won a match.
Um, was it that tables match with the Usos?
Maybe.
Like back at Fastlane?
I mean, is Sin Cara really young talent? He's been around a minute.
Oh, wait, first Sin Cara or second Cara?
Yes.
Because this is technically Hunico in a Sin Cara
I
mask.
actually think Hunico was around before Sin Cara, so.
Hunico was, I believe. You remember he had that? He came out with Camacho, and they like everyone was calling the Mexican Crime Time.
Yeah. Did Camacho even wrestle?
Yes, he just wasn't
Really?
very good. He wasn't very good.
I just thought he was just like almost like Diesel was at the very beginning of like Kevin Nash's career, where he just kind of followed Shawn Michaels around.
Yeah, I think they had a tag team championship match.
Really?
I think. Don't quote me on that.
I barely remember Camacho at all, much less him being in a tag team title match.
Well, I think Hunico got injured, and then they like once Hunico was cleared, they were like, we don't need Camacho.
Yeah, Lucha Dragons are totally just gonna roll over the Dudleys, and it's probably gonna be like a 10-minute match. It's gonna be virtually worthless
Yeah, pretty
because
much.
they're old.
I mean, they could, surprise us because I could have sworn that the Dudleys were going to at least get a tag team title run since they came back, but I don't think that's happening.
This has to be like the longest looking pre-show to date. There's 3 matches.
I thought there was 4.
There's let me look. Oh, yeah, there are 4. Yeah, there's a lot. Next up is the Golden Truth versus Gold Dongo or whatever the hell they were.
I've
Breeze
been
Dongo.
calling them.
Breeze
I've been
Dongo.
calling them. I've been calling them Febreze. So
For Breeze. I saw that one on the subreddit.
yeah, so that's what I've been calling them. But like WWE probably doesn't want to give free advertising.
I liked Tyler Breeze when he was in NXT. You know Tyler Breeze had 2 shots at the NXT title, at least on takeovers.
From what I could tell, they were good matches.
Yeah, he puts on good matches. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what they did to him.
I don't know either.
And then
But
like Fandango started off hot with his His first win was at WrestleMania, his first match,
And he went over Jericho.
and he went over Jericho. And Jericho, like he says, never put over young talent since.
Jericho didn't put over AJ Styles at his WWE
Well,
debut pay per view.
AJ
No,
Styles isn't young talent. AJ Styles is like a year younger than John Cena.
I was thinking that was AJ Styles' debut pay per view besides the Rumble, so it wouldn't technically be his debut. But I think he wrestled at Fastlane. I don't remember what he did though.
I don't know. But then we have the two veterans in
Yeah.
R-Truth and Goldust.
I thought you were moving on to the next match, and we're like, we didn't go where he was gonna win.
Could we have really? We really could just pass this, and no one probably would have noticed. Did you know R-Truth has been with WWE on and off since 2000?
You know, he was in TNA at one point.
Yeah. I always thought it was cool that R-Truth has been around longer than almost anybody else on the active roster. And he's teaming up with somebody else who's also been on the active roster longer than almost anybody else.
I think Goldust and Kane are the only two. I mean, Kane didn't even wrestle hardly anymore. So Goldust is like the only active person left from the Attitude Era.
The Dudleys.
I don't count them. They left.
So did Goldust. Goldust was gone for like 5 years.
Oh yeah, Black Rain or whatever his name was in TNA.
Yeah, Goldust was gone for a cool minute. So was R-Truth, but R-Truth was like...
Kane has never left.
Kane never left.
He started out as fake Diesel,
Well,
and then he was the dentist dude. He had a couple other gimmicks too, and then finally got Kane.
I prefer the fake Undertaker, who was primetime Brian Lee.
Let's just talk about today. I figured out the Bunny and Adam Rose's group was Justin Gabriel.
You told me about that, and I was like, I just wish the Bunny had done a 450 splash.
Speaking of 450 splash, I'm still upset that Styles' 450 splash off the top rope is not called the Styles splash, but that's just me.
Who goes over in the old men versus the young men?
I'm gonna say Golden Truth, just because they haven't got a win yet.
Has Febreze?
Yeah, they've beaten Golden Truth.
Oh, but the Goldust R-Truth
rivalry.
reminds me of like when Goldust tried to recruit Booker T to be his teammate, but with a happier ending in the fact that they actually teamed up. Because I remember it ended up with Booker T joining the NWO, and Goldust kept trying to join the NWO.
Who wasn't a part of the NWO?
Well, in WCW, the only person who wasn't, what seemingly was Bill Goldberg.
What about Sting?
Actually, I think it might have just been Goldberg and Sting were the only people who were against the NWO. But in WWE, it was just like Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, X-Pac.
Shawn Michaels joined it at one point.
Shawn Michaels was the leader at one point when he came back. That was his return. He returned as the leader of the NWO.
Really?
Yeah. And
I've just seen him, I've just seen the video, and the newest member of the NWO, and then HBK's music hit.
Who else was in the NWO? Booker T was in the NWO.
All right, we're getting off topic.
This match is pointless anyway. Golden Truth's going to go over.
So you say Golden Truth as well. Are you writing these down, by the way?
I mean, it's on recording. And
you have to go back and listen to the whole thing.
We're not keeping score, so are we?
I figured we keep score.
I mean, you can keep score. I'm not going through the trouble of keeping score. That's too much trouble.
I mean, we just have to count who picked what match. We're not doing the whole scoring thing that I tried. That was too much.
Now here's a match that actually means something. Sheamus versus Apollo Crews.
Apollo.
The New Era takes on Sheamus.
The person who cannot get over as a heel to save his life.
What happened to Sheamus? People used to love Sheamus.
I just think he kind of got stale. The League of Nations thing was just kind of I know this is what it was formed.
Sheamus was literally WWE World Heavyweight Champion 6 months ago.
Well, I feel like the League of Nations, and I know this is what it was formed for, but their only purpose was to feud with the New Day for Mania. Which the titles weren't even on the line.
Yeah, that was pretty
at
dumb.
Mania, that made no sense to me.
I actually think Sheamus gets a cheap victory, like a dirty victory over Apollo Crews, and then
Yeah, I could.
they'll go at it again on Raw, probably.
Yeah, I could see that happening. If you can hear me clicking, I apologize.
I mean, because I like Sheamus. I feel like I'm one of the only people who likes Sheamus.
I like him as a face. I
But
just don't
I
think he makes a good deal.
but I love Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews is a very interesting.
I love
I
Apollo Crews.
Someone that big should not be that athletic.
I mean, Bobby Lashley wasn't that athletic, but he was pretty damn close for a man his size.
Hey, just out of curiosity, you picked Golden Truth too, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm writing these down because I care to know if I'm the champion or not.
I'm the tag team champions. Next up is a match we've seen now. This will be the
Uh,
third time on pay per view. With
it's never actually made the pay per view.
yeah, Shawn Michaels versus Diesel. I'm sorry. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin.
What did I call him earlier today? Generic or great value Shawn Michaels and great value Diesel.
Baron Corbin isn't quite tall enough to be Diesel. He's only 6'8". Kevin Nash is like 6'11".
Kevin Nash is too big.
He's huge though.
Well, I am going to take my main man Ziggler because he's still like one of my favorite wrestlers on the show.
Yeah,
So I think they go Ziggler.
yeah, Ziggler's probably going to take this one because they've had Corbin's been going over him a lot, except for the time Ziggler kicked him in the nuts a couple weeks ago on Raw.
Oh, that was amazing. That was easily the best part of that Raw.
I think that does that do it for the pre-show?
That does do it for the pre-show. That's format, and we picked none of them.
Yeah,
As I'm sitting here looking back at what we picked.
this is probably actually one of the better pre-shows I've seen.
In a while. I think probably out of the pre-show, I think the one that's going to be good, like really good, could be Apollo Sheamus.
That one's probably going to be the best one of the pre-show. It's probably not going to be the main event of the pre-show, but that's a shame. It should be. Apollo Crews should be the main eventer
Apollo Crews should be WWE champion already.
right now. But moving on, this will probably be the first match of the main card. Rusev versus Titus O'Neil for the U.S. title.
Okay, hear me out on this.
You're going to pick Titus O'Neil, aren't you?
Listen, one, push Titus.
No.
Two.
There's no way.
Hold on, listen. They have that Be a Great Dad campaign, right?
You're saying
Listen,
Rusev only has a 1-month reign as U.S. champion?
Hold on, just listen. Let me explain. The whole year of that, right? His kids are going to be in attendance, and it's Father's Day. I am taking Titus.
Your theory is so stupid that your audio is starting to cut in and out. That's how fucking dumb it is. Rusev is going to roll over Titus O'Neil.
When Titus is U.S. champion, I don't want to hear it.
There's no
Push
way.
Titus. Hashtag push Titus.
Hashtag push Titus. There's no way Rusev, who's been booked so strong the last 2 months, there's no way he's only going to have a 1-month reign. Like, if that's the case, they might as well. If that happens, they might as well just cut Rusev because they've buried him.
I mean, they could like let Titus win it and then lose the next night on Raw, just give him the writer treatment. But I'm thinking at the end of Money in the Bank, Titus, United States champion.
I don't think so. They're not. Maybe next month. Maybe it's SummerSlam. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Father's Day. Dad, be a great dad. Father's Day.
I didn't even know Titus had kids until that ad came out. You don't know, Rusev might have kids too. You don't know. You don't know his life.
I'm pretty sure Rusev didn't have kids.
You don't know that. You don't know him. You don't know Alexander Rusev.
Just
Why did they drop some of these guys' first names? Like
it's
Cesaro?
not even his real name.
Like
Cesaro.
they dropped Cesaro's like kayfabe first name after like a
Mm-hmm.
year. He was Antonio Cesaro, and then he was Cesaro, and then it was
I can't wait
Alex.
for they're gonna drop Sammy and Sami Zayn.
So he's just gonna be Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
He still has a first name.
They even like stop spelling it Zayn. They just go Zane. Anyway, that's probably my surprise pick of the night is Titus going over Rusev.
but
Because like I said last time, there's always that one match on the card that just makes you go like, why?
the,
So that's the match I'm saying it is.
that's way too far of a reach.
Nope.
Titus hasn't even had a
Titus
match
gonna
in
win.
like 2 months on
Since
television.
he got suspended, probably.
On television, on Raw at least, because I don't watch anything else but Raw. I don't bother. The only time I watched Superstars was because we were at a live Raw, and Superstars
Yeah.
happened to be there. They happened to do Superstars right before Raw.
My phone just died.
Good. It's a piece of garbage.
Random, random fact.
Next matchup on the card, more than likely. I'm basically going through these matches in like the order of their importance.
Or
Like the way,
how you would put it up.
like how I would book it. Yeah, pretty much. Which is probably the way they're going to book it because it's the way that makes the most sense in the way of hype.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE World Tag Team Championship between the New Day, the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Cass, and the Club.
The Bullet Club.
The Pull It Club.
Okay, so my pick is the New Day. I'm definitely gonna say New Day retains, but I see the green and like pinning the Vaudevillains or something.
I think there's a smidge chance that the Club walks out of this with the titles, but probably not. You want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Because
Day
Day
rocks.
rocks.
New Day rocks.
By the way, I accidentally wrote down that you picked Rusev, or I mean that you picked Titus and I picked Rusev.
What if that upset? What if you didn't change it and that upset happened and I ended up winning?
But we both going New Day.
Oh yeah,
They're just.
probably.
I think
With
it'd be pretty dumb to pull the titles off right now. They are white hot.
they are really hot. I don't even see them. I see them breaking Demolition's record of what I say earlier when we talked earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little over 400 days.
Yeah,
They could definitely do that. That's only like another 8 months, 9 months ish.
I mean they could, but that's also like no, they've already held it like 300 something. It's already
They,
almost been a year.
I think it's been a year. Like I think they just hit a year like
I think they won at SummerSlam last year,
SummerSlam. So
so
yeah, they're about
it's coming up to a year.
so in August more than likely it'll be a year.
Mm-hmm. Which means they'll drop it at SummerSlam.
No, I I it depends on how hot they stay. It depends. It really it's going to depend on how this match tonight ends up.
I I think it depends on two things: how hot the New Day stays, and if the club can pick up steam.
I mean, the club has like they've been booking them strong ever since they came off like 3 straight losses to the freaking Usos. That was a train wreck.
Yeah, where you were like trying to build them as like these super strongs, and then they just lost over and over again to the same team, and then finally beat them at pay per view.
But yeah, there's like a 2% chance I think the club wins, but it's like 98% the New Day. And next up is what I think the actual co-main event will be. This will be John Cena versus AJ Styles.
You skipped a match.
Where?
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. Let's go ahead and call Cena Styles while we're on it.
Cena
I
Styles.
could actually see the Cena Styles match coming before the Money in the Bank ladder match because they've been
You skipped
building.
two matches then. I forgot about the Money in the Bank ladder match.
What are you talking about?
The women's
Oh,
match.
the women's match could also be a co-main event because they've been booking the women really strong too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's stick with
Can't
Cena
wait for the
Styles.
We Want Sasha chance.
Let's stick with Cena
Uh,
Styles since that's what I said.
Cena Styles. See, this is
I
it's
actually
kind of hard for me to call.
I have a theory on this of what's going to happen.
I have a theory too. I don't know if I want to say this. Like, I don't know if I actually want to put this down as my answer. I think Styles could go over. Not like if Styles wins, he's not winning clean. I don't think it's gonna be Balor either. I think like Cena could have Styles up for an AA. Club music hits. They start walking down to the ring. Cena gets distracted. Turns around into a phenomenal forearm.
I think I think like AJ goes over tonight, and then at Battleground, Cena gets his revenge, and AJ's like, "Nah, it's not going to happen that way." They go one last time at SummerSlam, and that's where Finn intervenes, because I think Finn's going to turn heel in his feud with Shinsuke.
So are we both saying Styles?
Yeah, I'm actually going to say Styles. Well, here's the thing: if Styles wins tonight, he's going to drop at Battleground to Cena, and then he's going to win at SummerSlam with an assist from Balor and or the club, the rest of the club.
And honestly, if AJ goes over John freaking Cena, that will get rid of all the feeling I have from Mania of Vince going, my guys are better than the internet's guys when Jericho went over him.
But also remember, Cena wins, lol.
Yeah, see, that's why I was kind of hesitant to pick Styles, but yeah, that's the one I'm going to go with.
Now we can move on to the women's match, which is Charlotte and Dana Brooke teaming up against Natalya and Becky Lynch. These are probably the four of the best women wrestlers on the main roster.
The only thing I don't like about that, and don't get me wrong, I love Natty as like an in-ring performer, but Natty is, I think, by far the worst actress of any of them.
Oh yeah, she's terrible.
Like it's really bad.
None of
Like
the
in
heart,
ring, she is great.
none of the Hearts have been good on the mic, Riley.
Brett wasn't good on the mic.
Bret Hart was not good on the mic. Nobody in the golden era was good on the mic. Hulk Hogan's not good on the mic. Are you kidding me? As compared to like
But
guys
what was good
nowadays,
about Hogan? Hogan was a good wrestler. What was good about him?
he was entertaining. He had entertaining
Oh,
backstage segments. He was an entertaining guy. He's like his matches were fun. That was the thing, is that they may not have been like good wrestling matches, but they were fun. He was fun to
so
watch.
Cena's for a while
He
there.
was like Cena. Yeah, Cena's fun to watch.
Okay, has Cena been getting better to you, like as an in-ring performer over the last couple of
You're
years?
getting way far off from the women right now. We're not even talking about women anymore. We're talking about John Cena.
Oh,
So we are
okay.
talking about the women. Okay, John Cena, yeah. But
All right, but
who do you think goes over?
I think Charlotte and Dana Brooke go over
I mean, the heels
just
have been going
because.
over in this rivalry for the last like 4 months.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, they went to build Dana Brooke as like this like bodyguard type and can take on anyone.
She is huge.
She is huge,
You were talking about
and I
like
think
you were telling me earlier about Nia Jax being like the next Beth Phoenix. I think she is the next Beth Phoenix.
I could definitely see it. Look
Like
at that too.
I could see Dana Brooke entering the Royal Rumble. I could see Nia Jax
I mean,
entering the Royal
she
Rumble.
is jacked.
Like
She is jacked.
I always love seeing women wrestlers who I could picture being in the Royal Rumble. And we got that now with Dana Brooke and Nia Jax. Maybe even Asuka in NXT. I bet you Asuka could eliminate at least one person in the Royal Rumble.
Okay, since we're talking about women, when does Bailey debut?
I don't know. She's not. I don't even think she's in a feud right now, unless she's still feuding with Nia Jax. Well, no, Nia Jax feud with Asuka.
I think they just got out of that feud, but Bailey, I guess she had some sort of injury because like they just talked about on NXT.
I think that was
That,
I think that was kayfabe that Nia Jax hurt her. I think that was kayfabe.
oh, week.
I
She's
don't.
gonna come back next week.
I don't think she's actually hurt because she teamed up with. She's been teaming up a lot with Carmella over the last like 3 years, and they teamed up. I think it was like Friday night or no, uh, Wednesday or Thursday night in a handicap match against Nia Jax, and they went over. They went over Nia Jax, I think, because like apparently Bailey and Carmella are like best friends or something like that. They've been teaming up a
Well,
lot.
I know to where she can go up to the main roster. I know Carmella wants to get where she can get to the main roster so she can be back with Enzo and Cass. Because fun fact, that's Cass's girlfriend.
Yeah, but yeah, I yeah, I think the heels go over again. As much as I would really like to see, like, Natty slap the sharpshooter on one of those two, Charlotte's done a really good job of making me hate her and then making me love her again. Like, Charlotte is
Sometimes
real.
Charlotte is good.
Charlotte is probably the second best heel in the company right now. Only second to maybe
Who's
like
the second?
like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens to me is
Yeah,
the heel.
you say he's the heel.
The heel. He's a better heel than
He's not a
the
good
guy.
heel. He's not a the guy. Isn't a heel, kayfabe wise.
Well, we don't. I don't even think. I don't think anybody knows what he is. He doesn't act like a face. Doesn't act like a heel.
He's. You remember Randy's character from like 2012?
You mean Randy Orton's
That's
like? You mean like half of Randy Orton's career, like from 2009 till now,
since he turned face.
quote unquote face. He wasn't a face in 2009. He was a super heel in 2009.
I don't think he's ever actually been a face.
Like not a straight up face. No.
Like he's never gone like full face. He's just been like in between and then full blown heel.
Let's move on to probably the match that they have been building to forever now, and it's been
Hold on,
this.
hold on.
What are you?
We need to do the ladder match.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were building up to the other one.
No, the ladder match. This is probably the best built Money in the Bank ladder match ever. Like, no, like there has never been like a heightened sense of drama in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Like they have all these little mini storylines going on in between these guys.
And see, this is like the first Money in the Bank match that I've seen where I would like I have these guys that I would prefer win, and these guys that like really don't want them to win, but I'm cool with any of these guys winning,
I'm
pretty
really not
much
cool with Alberto winning.
because he's done it before.
No, he's just not that strong of a champion to me.
Yeah, I can see it.
He's also like a 4-time champion. So Chris Jericho's like a 6, 7 time champ.
Hmm. See, I feel like if Jericho wins it, he's not going to win the cash in.
Probably not. That's why he's probably not going to win. The only two people I could see walking out of here with that briefcase are Dean and Kevin.
I'm gonna say Dean.
Yeah, I'm
That's
because their plan is definitely a Shield triple threat at SummerSlam.
there might be a triple threat at the end of Money in the Bank,
Yeah. Well,
depending on when this match goes on.
my theory is if Kevin Owens wins, which he probably won't, he's going to cash in tonight, like in the main event. Like he is going to cash in on the winner of Roman's Rollins. Like
So
I
he's gonna pull a Kane.
yeah, like what Kane did. What was that? 2012. Oh no! That was earlier than that. That was like
Mm-hmm.
2010. That was like 2010. He went over and choke slammed Rey Mysterio, which was completely unnecessary, by the way. He did not have to do that.
Uh, that was the only time that Kane gimmick won a world title.
Yeah.
He's only I think he's only like a 2 or 3 time world champion, which is ridiculous.
He's been with this company for 20 years almost. 19 years. He's been with the company 19
And
years.
everything that they've given him, he has made work.
He really has.
Like since Kane.
He made corporate Kane work.
No, I'm talking like the random tag teams,
Those tag teams were
like
fun though. Kane and
Kane and
Xbox.
RVD.
Kane and Xbox. Kane and the. I think
Wasn't one as
you
a
teamed up with the Hurricane
Kane and
too.
Daniel Bryan
Kane and the Hurricane.
Team Hell No.
Team Hell No is probably my favorite.
Like I think one of my favorite finishes to the match of Team Hell No, or one of the matches, was where he choke slammed Daniel Bryan onto someone and
Yeah,
got the 3 count.
that was on Raw. I remember
Which I
that.
guess people have said like he used to do that with like pretty much all of his tag team partners.
Except the Undertaker. He probably wasn't going to chokeslam the Undertaker.
It was okay. I was watching a pay per view, and what if WWE started booking tag teams like they did back then, where like the champions was like Stone Cold and the Undertaker taking on Kane and Mankind? That's 4 of the top stars in the company at the time. Like imagine if they put like John Cena and Dean Ambrose on a team, and then like Bray, like just because.
Oh, I saw a thing where Bray Wyatt is advertised for the July 4th show, which means he's probably gonna come back the week before. So like that would be the Raw after Money in the Bank, wouldn't it?
Mm, he's advertised
He's advertised for July 4th, which means he's gonna
for
probably
Fourth of July.
which means he's going to come back before. He's probably gonna return the next Raw, the Raw before that.
No, because Money in the Bank is tonight, which as of recording tonight. But Money in the Bank is the 19th. But then you got Raw on the 20th, and then you got Raw on the 27th, and then Raw on the 4th. So he'll probably be back the 27th.
Have you seen that
If that
picture?
theory is correct.
Have you seen that picture of him where he's lost a lot of fat?
Yeah.
I saw one of the comments that said, "My man stopped eating worlds and started eating salads."
Yeah. That was entertaining. You know, we've picked one match different.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty, I won't say easy, but because I only see one match that can go either way, and that's Cena Styles. So far, we haven't covered the main event yet. All these other matches, not counting the pre-show, are all pretty much this is how they're gonna go. It's almost obvious.
Maybe the Money in the Bank match.
I mean, the Money in the Bank.
Because
There's only two possible winners to me in that match, and I'd say
Ambrose, Owens, or Cesaro.
I don't think they put it on Cesaro. Not
Why?
yet. Not yet. I don't know.
He's been there long,
I don't think he would
longer
be
than any of them besides Jericho and Del Rio.
I don't think he would be as strong of a champion as like Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Because
But see what they need to do with Owens.
Cesaro can't talk that well. He can, or he's okay. He's gotten 10 times better than what he was.
You know what I want?
Back before.
I want Owens to win the championship, and then Zayn come out and congratulate him, like and then Zayn haluva kicks him.
Oh no! Puts him out of action. Oh no! Why would Zayn come out and congratulate him though? That's the thing.
Okay.
That would be. That would make any damn sense.
Okay, maybe he just haluva kicks him out of nowhere.
Haluva kick out of nowhere.
The start of that Fatal 4 was hilarious.
Are you ready for the main event of the show with the guy, and then Roman Reigns
and the man? No, remember, like,
oh yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Good lord.
He used to be the Future, which was to me a cool name.
And then the knee buckled under the pressure of the company's weight on the back. Instead of like The Rock, like how like with The Rock everything was the people's blank. This is just the.
So, how do you think this goes?
I mean, Roman's gonna win. Roman wins, lol. Roman's the new John
If
Cena.
Roman's if Roman wins clean, I
He
swear to
is.
God,
He's the face. He's supposed to be the face in this situation. He's gonna win clean. Unless
Roman's gonna
the only way
listen.
Roman won't win clean is if Dean gets involved some way.
What if they do a double turn?
It could. I get like if Dean's gonna turn heel, he's gonna do it within these next 3 months.
No, I'm saying what if they do a double turn between Roman and Rollins?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, you know, at the end of like WrestleMania 14 or something, uh, Bret Hart was the face, Stone Cold was the heel, and Hart like kept him locked in the sharpshooter and ended up being a double turn.
Oh yeah.
What if they do
I
something like Roman like somehow the ref gets distracted and Roman hits Rollins with a chair and then sets up the spear?
I think this is probably going to be a somewhat clean finish, and Roman's going to win. And then they're going to do it again at Battleground. Roman's going to win clean again. Maybe a little bit dirtier at Battleground. And then SummerSlam, we're going to get the Shield triple threat between Roman, uh, Roman, Rollins, and Ambrose.
See,
I almost said Roman, Rollins, and Reigns.
my brain is telling me Roman, but like every fiber of my wrestling fandom, I guess, is telling me Rollins.
I'm going to tell you right
Just
now,
because
I've been involved in this business for 15 years. Roman's going to win.
I don't
Rome,
know who's winning.
Roman is the new John Cena. He's going to win no matter what the fans want, no matter what anybody else wants. Vince wants Roman. Vince wants Shield. Vince wants the Shield triple threat at SummerSlam, and he wants Roman as champion going into it. I don't know who's going to be champion coming out of it, but Roman's
For the love
definitely
of
going
God, can it be Dean?
to. Probably not. Probably going to be Rollins again.
I
Or
honestly like.
what if they set up a Shield triple threat even if Dean doesn't win? Like, what if Dean gets involved in this match somehow, or the match at Battlegrounds, because they're going to rematch at Battlegrounds no matter what? What if Dean gets involved in that and they make it a triple threat at SummerSlam anyway, and then, like, say Owens wins, and Owens gets involved, and either makes a fatal four way or he cashes in at the end?
uh, like I really don't want to say Roman because I know it's the safe pick. But
Because you know he's going to win.
if
Because
like
this, like,
yeah,
the WWE title probably isn't going to change hands at B pay per views anymore.
I mean I'm gonna go with Roman, but like I could definitely honestly I can see them going with Rollins and then something screwy happens and
right,
Reigns retains
right,
somehow.
right now, I can't. I can't see Rollins winning. Like that. That's not going to happen.
If
There's like a two
if Roman's
percent
clean,
chance he's going to win off
we're
the
clean.
stupid spear that should like. It's going to be a copy paste finish of every Roman Reigns match over the last 6 months, and that kind of pisses me off. Can he win
Like
off the
see, I
Superman
don't
punch at least once?
I don't have like
To me, the Superman punch looks like a more devastating finisher than the spear. That's just me.
I don't like Reigns, but I didn't have a problem with Reigns until he became champion, and you can just tell like they're building another Cena.
I say it's like I like Roman Reigns. I like
I for the most part like Cena, but it's just like the fact that he never loses
yeah.
cleanly.
That's the thing. Oh, that's the thing that all the like The Rock never lost clean that often. That often.
But
Austin
then you have
when
white hot faces like Ambrose that are losing clean. Styles at Mania lost clean.
Styles losing clean is just Vince stroking his own ego. That's my
Saying
opinion.
Jericho or Vince's guy is better than the internet's guy, but
Or just like even like my guy's better than TNA's guy, or my guy's better than ROH's guy, or New Japan's guy.
Good God, he's wrestled everywhere, hasn't he?
Everywhere except Lucha Underground, I think.
Well,
What is it with
so
like these ROH guys and Pele kicks? Or no, Japan guys, the New Japan guys and Pele kicks. Because Finn Balor does it too.
I don't know. Well,
Next thing,
Japan is more of that style, like
next thing you know,
more of the like
next thing you know, Shinsuke's gonna break out the freaking Pele kick.
I haven't watched any New Japan stuff, but from like I actually sat down and like watched the full show. But from the highlights and stuff I've seen, is you're not gonna see a whole lot of John Cena's and Roman Reigns. You're gonna see a lot of AJ and Finn
That's why I
and
like that they're citing a
uh,
lot of these guys. Is that we're not getting guys who only know five or six moves. We're getting
Roman
guys.
literally knows two.
Yeah.
Okay. No, three. I forgot he has the Samoan drop because every single Samoan has to know the Samoan drop.
Even the Usos, who are like 5'8", do the Samoan drop.
Exactly.
It's stupid. I actually don't think Rikishi
So
ever really used the Samoan drop, but
he has the Samoan drop, the Superman punch, and the spear. That is Roman's moveset.
it seems like every house show Rollins adds something new. Something new and something even more stupid than the movie did before. Like that vertiplex,
Rollins,
that vertiplex he hit on AJ in one of the house shows. That's freaking ridiculous. That could have broken AJ's neck.
yeah, I hope you know if they do that on Raw, they're gonna get chewed out.
That's like he's never going to
They
do that
probably
again.
got chewed out anyway.
The only reason he can do that on AJ is because AJ's 5'8".
And AJ is also incredibly experienced and has
Because
taken that.
AJ knows what he's doing. AJ's taken like a bunch of like at least 1,000 muscle busters from Samoa Joe. Tyson Kidd took one and almost died.
Oh, I can't wait for an A. And
One muscle buster pretty much ended Tyson Kidd's
agree.
career. He's probably not coming back.
Oh no, there's no way he's coming back. He
He almost died.
he suffered this like very he suffered a very similar injury to Christopher Reeves.
Ouch.
So he's lucky he's walking.
I mean, like
He's like he's alive. Lucky
I'm
he's
surprised.
walking.
I'm surprised after that they didn't ban the muscle buster. Like Joe's
I don't
still
know. It
doing
could
it.
be
He
like
almost killed Tyson Kidd doing it.
I thought he killed Finn Balor doing it.
Right? I thought Finn Balor was dead at least 3 times in that cage match at Takeover. I'm gonna miss
Did you
the
know?
way. Oh, what was that old NXT announcer that just got cut?
I don't know.
I forgot his name, but I'm gonna miss the way he says coup de grace. Because like the way he would call Finn Balor match was really cool. Like the way he would call it the coup de grace.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Well, if you want to go ahead and wrap this up now, since we did a 45-minute prediction show.
Well, I think the last one was like that long too. So yeah,
Phone's dead. I count.
thank you guys for watching. Sorry for there was a little bit of audio glitches here and there. I could hear them. There's not much I could do. We could do
That's
about that because his internet is trash. We'll do better next time. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next Jobbercast.